And with that, hello, hello, hello. I hope you're all well. What day is it today? It's Saturday, all right? Yeah, it's weekend. So, welcome. And yeah, we're back today in the iniBuilds A300. And someone, Dr. Fred, what, you mean to tell me British Airways never had an A300? Oh, well. Anyways, so we are here on VATSIM, and as you can imagine, it's actually pretty busy. So we got full control, and we're flying today from London to Zurich. So there's an event going on today, Zurich to Cairo. Now, I would have joined that. The problem is then we would have only been able to do one flight. And so I thought I'll do the following. I'm going to fly from London to Zurich. And then we're going to fly from Athens to Cairo on the second flight. And the second flight will be in the Horizon 787. Now, I am excited to show you all something new that Sunshine and me have been implementing. And for those of you that have the Flow Pro app, we've integrated more and more stuff now. So not only do we have our well-known airport infos, but also now we've got lots of procedure checklists, flows actually. So for example, I already have 777 flows also now available. And there you have everything you need regarding operation of the 777 in the flight sim, of course, not the real world, but for the flight sim has all the procedures you need, all neatly organized here for the full flight. Scrollable now. Also, yeah, we got 787 flows as well. Let's just have them load in. There we go. Same thing. Electrical power up, FMS preparations, and then, yeah, all the flows and checklists that have to be called up. And the same we have today also for the A300. There I have the flows ready as well. And for the subscribers and the YouTube members, you guys can download the, well, I've made PDF files from these procedures, and I've published the A300 and the 787 procedures today. So just go to the subscriber files channel, and there you find the PDF files with these slides, if you like, available. So let me say hello to Giftswerk, to Ike, hello to you, happy landings, Dr. Fred, hello, and on YouTube, Andreas and Nanook, hello. Will there be a version for either of the Flow Lite or software? Unfortunately, the thing is, Nanook, unfortunately, we had a look into it, and unfortunately, only the Pro app allows the integration of these widgets, according to our information. Hey, Harry, happy weekend. How are you, Harry? Nice to see you. Good. So let's get started, shall we? So we're going to go with the preliminary cockpit preparations. We're going to have the batteries to auto. Well, it's already loud. Blimey. I love the sound of the standby horizon. That's very nice.
The traffic is go for Delta, taxi and holding for Limited Live by Delta and Alpha.
Yeah, I'm doing well. So then we got hydraulic panel. Make sure that everything's set normally. We have the wiper switches off. Landing gear lever is down. Slats flaps handle in agreement. Yeah, that is up. Flap slats are up. The reverse levers are down. Fuel levers are off. Weather radar is off. And the APU fire system test. Hey Fly Lilo, how you doing? So it'll come up later once we have full power. APU start, well, I mean, we're going to have external power available. That is pretty loud, isn't it? Blimey. Jesus. Is it so loud for you guys as well? Hey, Voyager, moin, yes. Right, so I've dialed it down a bit now. Should be okay, should be better. Kolo, hey, moin. Me, McFly, Guter aus dem Odenwald. Ja, McFly. Fantastic. How is VR working for you then? Hey, hello, Mark. Hi, gute wie. Good, so, well, let's start the APU as well then. So let me just have a look here. Oh, that was just, oh, I pressed the script test, not the APU fire test. There we go, that's it. So APU master switch on. How was your landing, Lilo? Then APU start. Iris mode selectors up here, nav.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Hey, Flying Greenland. Oh, that's a tier 3. My God. Tier 3, Flying Greenland. Thank you so much. 34 months. That's really generous. Flying Greenland, hope you're doing well. Hope you have a great weekend. How is Iceland doing? Any news on the volcano situation there? So we've done the ice. I don't know what's ice to you. Is that standby? So oxygen, low pressure supply on. And it's a light test. Gesundheit. And Aloisa, hey. So there we go. VHF radios as required. Now I'm already hearing people on Unicom. Let me quickly put 1215 on. Actually, let's put this way: 1215 on number 2 set. And here we got 28.08. You did a nice climb. Well, you could. Well, I mean, you know from my streams that happens to me as well. So, what aircraft was that? Did you post that? Oh, really? Has it? Voyager, what settings? Everything or?
Expect a change to runway 27 left for landing at 1500 local. Data link clearances are available. Surface wind 260 degrees 14 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds overcast at 1,600 feet. Temperature +13. Dew point +10. QNH 1027 hectopascals. Acknowledge receipt of information echo and advise aircraft type and series on first contact with...
Nice. So, let's say hello to flight level and flying Greenland. You don't know about Iceland. What? You are in Greenland? I thought you were in Iceland. And you are in Greenland right now. That's amazing. I'm so fascinated now flying long range. Whenever I fly near Greenland or over Greenland, amazing. Cold and beautiful winter, nice. And Caesar, hello. Assistant settings. Okay, that's weird. I haven't seen that either. Okay, so let's go and continue our preparations. Lots of stuff to do. So FMC. Let's do the following. Let's actually upload from SimBrief. So I'm going to go ACARS, SimBrief. And Winky, hello to you. So we're going to have the to from already inserted. Now from our flight plan, I know that we have cost index 15. We'll have a line IRS and the flight ID Speedbird 71 Bravo. And let's actually start loading and fueling and so on.
Refueling truck is on its way.
And Olisa is saying you're preparing a flight from Dubai to Kabul. Nice, Kabul. It's I have no idea. I haven't flown into this to Kabul in a sim, so I'm not sure about the approaches available there at the moment. But definitely will be interesting. Empty cross, hello to you. So, align RS, press, no smoking, auto. And then we'll have seatbelts on. Hydraulic power panel, check. Well, I haven't touched anything there, so that looks normal. No, well, actually, pressures are in the green, so that's all fine. Flight.
Is in position.
Hang on. So block fuel from SimBrief. Speedbird 7. Actually, it's 7-1 Bravo, so. But still, I guess it does suit me, right? Oh, alright, there's a fuel truck. Jeez. Flying Greenland? Yeah, I'm afraid I can't join today, but anybody here that wants to fly to Billund, Flying Greenland will have control there today. Thank you so much. Is it in the marketplace? I bought it through the iniBuilds website. After we hop to Mazir Sharif. Nice. Well, very exotic destinations. Interesting. Good. So we've done all that. Nose switch. Nose switch. Nose switch. Nose switch. Not sure why. Shouldn't that say off? Tracked it off.
Traffic,
Strobe switch auto. Beacon switch is off. And then we have auto thrust system on. Now, for the next items here, yeah, so the INS needs to be aligned before that works. So we have to come back later for it. It's still IRS in a line, it says here. E-Pilot, hello, I love that name. Avenger, hang on. Is it? I'm sure I filed 7-1 Bravo.
Leave traffic, wind goes
Don't
95.
don't confuse me, guys. For crying out loud. Mudflap asks, hey Black Box, I had a question on the 7320. Let's say flaps 1 S speed and is 220, and you want to fly 210. Do you need to get flaps 2 out? Yeah, normally you would. Yeah, I mean nothing bad will happen if you have flaps 1 and fly below S speed to a certain extent, but it's a
Welcome
maneuver.
aboard the Captain Black Box
It's a
Duo
maneuvering
Channel
speed.
experience.
So
Could new subscribers please make their way to the
you've got to be
first class
careful once you do like 30-degree bank turn or 45-degree bank
Premium
turns.
flight
There you could get
infotainment
into
will be
stall region.
served. Thank you.
So from a procedure point of view, yes, you have to set flaps 2 in that case. Hey Pot, thank you so much for gifting a sub to V-Pilot. Pot, thank you so much. So let's continue. Runway turn off lights off. Now I do want to have the nav and logo light on already. Oh, now they work. Fantastic. Cool. Yeah, it's aligned. Fantastic. It's very nice. So then we want to have the engine fire tests. Flying Greenland, the big aviation thing is April Nuke. Oh, really? Wow, you're joking. They were flying with an A330 from Nuuk to Copenhagen. Well, that's interesting for me as well, because that means that Nuuk will then be available as an en route alternate airport. That's interesting. Thank you. That's interesting news. So fuel panel, is fueling finished already? Somehow I have a feeling it's not even fueling yet. So how come it's not fueling? God, he's gone. Lol. Alright, so let's do it that way. Wait, balance. Where's my fuel? Fuel, ground equipment. Alright. So I applied the load to the aircraft. So now it's fueling. Okay, now it's fueling. Fantastic. Cool. We've done the APU fire test, cabin pressure panel check and test. So that looks all fine. Then we have window heater switches on. Oh, no, not those. Window heat on. Probe heat. That's interesting. Probe heat on already? Okay, if they say so. And the emergency exit arm. Good, so we have the APU available. Let's put the APU bleed on. And yeah, I can hear the packs powering on. Flying Greenland? Yes, of course. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can land, unless it's like really contaminated. Then of course, it's going to be a bit of an issue, but apart from that. Guys, let me know if the system becomes too quiet, but for me that's really loud. Really strange. Good. Boxer panel looking good. Save green. Then AFIS control panel. So brightness you can set here. That's fine. Flight director is on. FMA flight FT1 on captain side, FT2 should be all fine. Command bars are in view. Now nav, what do we need for nav? So departure, oh hey guys, I'm not sure when they changed this, but you can actually pin charts now here. GG's. Hey, Chris. Chris Clark in the house. Chris. Nice to see you. I was just thinking of you this morning. I thought, I wonder how he is. Chris, I hope you're doing well. How am I coping with jet lag? Not too bad, because I have a lot of free time at the moment. So I can't complain. Now, Chris, the family as well. You are well. There are buttons. Oh, Exponent Maggot. I had an answer to that question at some point. Man, it was one of those questions that literally, let's say 10% of Airbus pilots know about. Guys, does anybody remember? I think I would ask Bruno, but he's not in at the moment. Yeah, I know what you mean. They're buttons where they have two dots on the button. Well, it's hard to see, but they do have two buttons. And it has a meaning, I know. So for our departure, let's put London, 13.6. Let's put that in here. Progress. GPS primary, fantastic. 13.6, there it is. Now we put that in. Yeah, well, it's like a physical dot. It's in the casing of that button. Hey, Amundos. Oh yeah, Chris Clark. I can relate. My brother, he has a son and a daughter. Our daughter is now 3 years old, and she's the same. She brings home every illness you can imagine, and so yeah, everyone is like always joining her with all the illnesses. Yeah, building immunity, exactly. And Peter, good evening. Greetings to Belgium, how you doing? And Dennis, hey. Okay, Chris, lovely to hear that you're doing fine. So, decision height set -5. Okay. Don't know what's that for, but there we go. So that's in nav mode. FCP check. So it looks alright. Actually, I'm using my mini FCU again today to see if we can use that. So top climb 6,000 it is. Ah, okay, so that is so you don't get that minimum call. Ah, okay, so that's why. Yeah, on takeoff, you sometimes got the minimum call out. Ah, gotcha. Louisa, have a good flight. Happy landings. So, Captain, switch manager, standby, airspeed indicator. Looking good. RMI looks fine. PFD, ND, all look good. So, what I want to do now is actually set bug to field elevation. Okay, should do that 100 feet then. We're still not quite finished yet. ADF armor, GPS button, push test. Where's my... Oh, there we go. I'm going to skip that. Don't know where that is right now. Clock. Reset. Standby horizon checked. Slat flap. All good. Brakes pressure gauge. Looking alright. Auto brake switches extinguished. Reverser unlock lights extinguished. Landing elevation set. So this landing elevation is down here. And that's 1,400 feet. Well, I tell you what we'll do though. Let's put this to here in case we do a quick return, which we won't, but let's put this in case of return to 100 feet right now. This will be in the checklist later on as well. What add-on is that for the checklist? Well, it's our own widget for Flow Pro. So from Parallel 42, Flow, you need the Pro version, and then you can install our Black Box 1011 widget, or widgets. And there you have all that fun stuff you can see here in stream. Barbata, you got a bug when the plane won't follow nav after direct 2. Are you in nav mode? I don't know which aircraft you're talking about, but make sure you are in nav mode on the autopilot. So, brake fan. It's off. Speed brake handle check, retracted. Takeoff warning check. Hey, Senshai, there he is. Yeah, it looks fantastic, Senshai. Big round of applause for him. I know it was a lot of work. But I'm quite happy that I was able now to do and catch up on lots of stuff. So I had, I wanted to reconfigure my office for a long time. And I've done that yesterday. It's a huge amount of work, but managed to nicely set up everything now. And I did lots of things with checklists and so on. Oh, so you mean like the other buttons there? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, probably won't need those anymore, yeah. Ah, okay, so with the newest update, A300, it doesn't follow the nav mode. Okay. Thanks for the heads up, yeah. I'll monitor that. Interesting. So... ATC transponder TCAS. Well, we're going to get the TCAS transponder in a minute. ADF set, rudder trim 0. And weather radar test, well, I don't know. How can we test that? It probably doesn't work here in Microsoft. Good, so FMS routing. Now we come to the good stuff. So we'll have init A page. So the alternate is Geneva, that's in. And then cost index, flight ID, done everything. Cruise wind, that's in as well. And then we'll have a flight plan page. So let's quickly listen to the ATIS.
Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds overcast at 1,600 feet. Temperature +13. Dew point +10. QNH 1027 hectopascals. Acknowledge receipt of information echo and advise aircraft type and series on first contact with Heathrow. This is Heathrow Airport information echo at time 1550 Zulu. Automatic. Arrival runway 27 left. Departure runway 27 right. Transition level. Flight level 70. High.
Hey Daniel, good evening. How are you doing? So, 27 right, deadlink to Fox, insert. So we'll check the routing. Let me bring that up here so I don't have to call up Sim Toolkit. Oh, are you joking? They've broken nav mode again? Don't they have testers? Like, why don't they test this stuff before they bring out the update? How annoying is this? It's a hit. Oh, it's hit and miss. Okay. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'll have a look. So hopefully it'll work. Otherwise, we've got to do raw data, which is possible. Yeah, but it will still be annoying. So we're going to take straight out 269, 27 right, 2 miles. That's Bravo, overfly. Then we'll go left. And 136. And we're going to go to 136 bearing Epsom. Cross Epsom between 4 and 6. So that's here. Hold on. There it is. So at above 4,000. And then we go 091 degrees. Then we've got 32 miles between 5 and 6,000. Hey, Captain Bear, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Ah, okay, so that should work. Okay, so I'm going to take that to 1, test. Ah, you're right. Yeah, that does work. Thank you. Oh, you're right. Cool. Cheers. Very nice indeed. So, we were saying, then continue 6,000, just level off to Detling. And that's where the departure route ends. So let me go and put Detling in here as well. Detling goes in there. 17.3. And 13.6 is Epsom. So Epsom. Felix, when do you think they release it? I don't know. But I hope soon. I hope I get a chance to fly it soon. Nanook, yes. So if you have the Flow Pro app, then you can find this under the Flight Sim help section on our Discord. So there we should have Epson later on the ADF. Cool. So that's all set. And then performance calculate. Oh, is that not the latest update, Senshai? Ah, okay, so we're going to wait until Senshai releases the final version. My bad. So we'll take 27 right. It's dry. Wind, temperature, altimeter. Weight. 128. And we'll do... Actually, you know what? Let's do 15.0 today, right? Oh, so it means a website. Sorry, my bad. I didn't read the message correctly. No, so the thing is this. So here, that is through the Flow app. And I've prepared PDF files for our subscribers or members in the Discord subscriber channel. There you can find these procedures in PDF format. So there we go. So now we got Flex 63. So we're going to take Flex.
Welcome aboard the Captain
Daniel, hello,
Black Box
yeah.
Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Hey, there's Chris.
Could new subscribers please make your way
So we
to
got
the first class
166,
cabin,
166,
where
169.
complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Chris, thank you so much for the... let me have a look. 62 months here. Once again, big thank you for your support, Chris. And all my greetings to Uni family. Then we're dialing 169. That's very nicely. So that's all set. Cool. So that's all done. So let's get the clearance, shall we? Unfortunately, I don't have... Hoppy doesn't work yet here in the... in the Microsoft version. So let's get tower. Data link clearance are available. So unfortunately, he doesn't have a ground frequency. So I just wonder if he's got the capacity. 18. Heathrow Tower, good afternoon from Speedbird 71 Bravo. Good afternoon, 71 Bravo with information Echo A300-600 and request clearance please to Geneva. Position is 516.
71 Bravo, what's your flight plan is to Zurich? Just confirm routing.
The routing will be via the deadlink to Fox, Dover, and then further on.
31 Bravo, roger. Confirm destination. You said Geneva. You filed for Zurich.
Oh no, so the destination is Zurich, that is correct.
System 1 Bravo, Roger, clear to Zurich, dead link to Foxtrot, departure is block 5265.
Okay, we're cleared to Zurich, deadling to Foxtrot 27 right, and the squawk 5265, speedbird 71 Bravo.
System 1 Bravo, correct. Break, Shamrock 16 Tango, runway 27 right, surface wind 25 degrees 13 knots.
That's nice, it's not too busy, which is good.
Set take off runway 27 right for Shamrock 16 Tango.
Heathrow Tower, Shutdown Delta, Foxtrot 1000. With you, ILS 27 left.
Shuttle 3 Delta, contact.
So as
119
briefed,
decimal 7.
that's all correct.
Contact Heathrow direct on 119.730, Foxtrot service, Shield 3 Delta, bye bye.
Heathrow Tower, taxi left, stand 230.
So when cleared to engine start, doors closed, checked, and so on. So let's close the doors.
Stand by, break, United 923, taxi left, stand 233.
Yeah, at the moment I've dialed them down, Daniel. I'll let you know when I'm back to normal. So all doors are now armed. So we'll put the beacon on.
Hearing 7 Papa Golf, hold Alpha 3.
Hold Alpha 3 here.
Fuel pumps on.
Get 6 banana Fox from 27 left, 5 degrees 1 knots.
External power off. Parking brake is set.
5 kilo, keep your path, keep your 27 left.
Continuing 27 left, thank you, speedbird 5 kilo.
16 Tango, contact London control 134 decimal 134 decimal 121.
Contact London control 134, 125, bye bye.
And then your taxi left kilo, stand 236.
So B4 start checklist. Cockpit prep completed. Fuel quantity is 13.3 tons. Takeoff data is set. Landing elevation set. Altimeters 1027 set 3 times. Brake anti-skid is normal and on. Windows doors closed. And below the line, beacon is on, and we have the park brake is set. Before start checklist completed. Oh, that's loud.
655 kilo, runway 27 left, surface wind 25 degrees 13 knots, clear to land.
27 left, clear to land, speedbird 55 kilo.
Speedbird 71 Bravo, stand 516, request push and start, please.
Blocking gear.
Could not hear you do today. Don't talk to me radio. You're in control.
Break, you're in 7 Papa Golf, line up runway 27 right.
Man up runway 27 right, you're in 7 Papa Golf.
Station calling you for tower.
That was the Speedbird 71 Bravo, stand 516, push and start, please.
Stand by, break, speedbird 61 on the Foxtrot taxi, Alpha, stand 515.
Alpha 515, 649, good night.
Speedbird 516, stand 516, correction, Speedbird 71 Bravo, stand 516, request push.
Speedbird 71 Bravo, after taxiing company A320 from left to right, stand 516, push start approved, safe.
But clear of the taxiing, Speedbird 320 behind, clear to push, stand 516 and face west.
Just 434, contact Heathrow Director 119.730.
Heathrow Director 119.730, speedbird 434.
Speedbird 718, request push and start, position 518.
Hey, is that MAN?
718, stand by.
Awesome A300, nice, awesome.
Speedbird 956, taxi Alpha, hold Alpha 3.
KLM 1018 is requesting taxi.
KLM 1018, taxi right, Alpha, hold Alpha 3.
Taxi right onto Alpha and then hold at Alpha 3, KLM 1018.
Good 8 X-ray, runway 27 left, 725 degrees 13 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, 27 left, too bad, A X-ray.
Good 55 kilo, taxi Alpha, Yankee, stand 522.
Alpha, Yankee, stand 522, how good you feedback up, thank you.
So where's that 320?
Hotel taxi Alpha, hold Alpha 3.
Oh, maybe him there.
Gearing 7 Golf, runway 27 right, spin 25 degrees 13 knots, clear for takeoff.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks,
Getting a
snacks,
fast
and premium flight
runway.
entertainment will be served.
Friction,
Thank you.
approach runway 27 left.
Hello, smile.
That is still so loud on the outside. It's not working anymore. So normally, yeah, that's a 320 we have to wait for. Now, if you, is that broken now?
Destination 505, runway 27 left, 725 degrees 13 knots, clear to
Or is
land.
that from other aircraft?
Seabird 8 X-ray, taxi left Alpha, Yankee, stand 523.
So good thing we waited. Alpha, thank you so much, Legizia. 18 months, good God. Alpha, thank you so much. Vielen Dank. MAN.
08 Passive Golf, contact Heathrow Director,
Right,
119er,
let's
decimal
start.
730, goodbye.
Contact Director 119.730, gearing 7 Golf.
Speedbird 820,
Heathrow, correction, Heathrow Tower, continue approach
Right.
27 left.
Engine start procedure. I have that here as well. So we've done all regarding. Oh, Senshai, I need to send that file to you. Yeah, that was missing in here.
Good 820 Heathrow Tower, cleared to Castro, Brooklyn Park 7 Foxtrot departure, squawk 0204.
That is a close fit, isn't it?
Speedbird 480.
820 Brookman Park 7 Foxtrot departure.
Brooklyn Park 7 Fox.
So we'll take A today, and we'll start the left engine first.
Speedbird 820.
Busy. Blimey.
512.
No, Senshai. I found the
512. Mission start approved.
the error.
Base north.
Hey, MAN, that's you next to me, right?
Face north, Speedbird 820.
Nice to hear your voice again. Fantastic. Right, 20%. Here comes fuel.
Speedbird 718, any chance for pushback, position 518?
0718 after the taxiing, company A300 from left to right, stand 518, push and start approved, face north.
That's the taxi, company aircraft left to right, cleared for push and start,
Oof, that's loud.
facing north. Speedbird 718.
Dynasty 61 Heathrow Tower, continue approach runway 27 left.
Continue approach 27 left, Dynasty 61.
KLM 1018, runway 27
Welcome
right,
aboard the Captain
25
Black
degrees,
Box
13
Twitch
knots,
channel
takeoff.
subscriber experience.
Good to take
Could
off,
new
runway
subscribers please make your way
right,
to the
KLM
first class
1018.
cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Hey, Barone. Also, do thank you so much for the 16 months, Barone. I hope you're doing well. So that was a good start. Let's start engine 2. And let's confirm a good engine start with GSX.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. Please disconnect.
Is ATC okay now from the loudness? Right, 20%. Here comes fuel. Okay, Daniel, thanks for the feedback. Yeah, I heard Barbator. Yeah, I heard that others have issue with the nav mode. Strange, isn't it? I mean, cool. So then we'll do the after start flows. Ignition. We'll put that to continuous relight already. APU bleed off. Then we've got APU off. Anti-eye is not required. Speed brakes arm. And we've got rudder trim 0. Slats flap set for takeoff. So we set just the slats 15 for takeoff. Trim set for takeoff. Zero fuel weight CG. I forgot that again. Progress. Is it forecast?
Clear to land, Dynasty 6-1.
Oh, where was that now again? In it?
Scandinavian 505, taxi right Bravo, stand 226.
Right Bravo, stand 226, 505.
Shuttle 1 Foxtrot, request contract. Shuttle 1 Foxtrot, Heathrow Tower, readability 5.
Oh, where was the... Where can I enter the CG again after engine start? Come on, guys, you guys know. Help. Where can I put the CG in?
Shuttle 1 Foxtrot, stand 502 information. Foxtrot, finish 1027, Airbus A300.
Oh, fuel prediction. There it is. So, fuel prediction.
18 Foxtrot, cleared to Aberdeen, Zoomlat 1 Foxtrot, departure, squawk 3444.
And that's 30.9.
Aberdeen on the Zoomlat 1 Foxtrot departure, squawk 3444. Shuttle 1 Foxtrot.
There we go. And that would give us a trim down.
956, runway 27 right, center spin, 25 degrees, 13 knots.
0.5 down.
956, hotel blind with the Botsing company A320.
So 0.5 down is down. Flight controls check. MAN, I'm sorry, I'm almost ready. My bad. I haven't flown it for a while. Rudder, left, right. And then read the after start checklist. So we'll read the checklist. After start, pitch trim is set, rudder trim 0, spoilers armed. Slats flaps 15 0. Ecam status is checked. And anti-S is off, hand signal received. And that's the after start checklist completed. Speedbird 71 Bravo, ready for taxi. Stand by. Cool, so we'll stand by. There's traffic ahead of us. And we are expecting... There's some taxi chart.
956, contact Heathrow director 119.730. Bye-bye.
So there you have these holding points: Rabbit, Pluto, Titan.
820 requesting so taxi instructions runway 27 right. 820 taxi Alpha, hold Alpha tree. Alpha hold Alpha.
Oh, that
tree,
yeah.
830.
Oh, MAN, you've pushed.
71 Bravo, taxi Alpha, hold Alpha tree.
Alpha will hold Alpha tree. Speedbird 71 Bravo. So Alpha is the outer one, and will hold Alpha tree, which is all the way up there. Alpha tree. So we go all the way. He's moving. taxi light, turn off lights on, and off we go.
Stupid Alex Hotel, runway 27 right, surface wind 25 degrees 1 3 knots, clear for takeoff.
Speedbird 718, request taxi.
So for the taxi, no turn off lights are on, parking brakes released. FSU
1018, contact for director 118, correction 1.
Pre-selected speed
19
set.
1730.
So what I'll do, I'm going to preset 220
730 KLM 1018, bye bye.
for the first turn.
Issue calling taxi.
We've got 6,000 confirmed
718.
and set.
0718, taxi
Auto
Alpha,
brake,
hold Alpha 3.
max,
Alpha holding Alpha
transponder.
3. Speedbird 718.
Transponder's now set. Weather radar as required. Takeoff config test is down here.
Dallas T61 forgot after echo.
All Gucci.
Dallas T61.
So in case you're wondering where all these
Golf,
buttons are, I've
Android
numbered
7.
them, so that way
Right off, stand
it's easier to
327,
find.
T61.
So let's read the before takeoff down to the line. Flight controls checked. Then we've got flight instruments checked. Briefing is confirmed. V1, VR, V2, 166, 166, 169. So that's flaps, so 15.0. And takeoff config is normal. And that's down to the line. So we're going to take the second to the right.
Heathrow Tower, good afternoon, Speedbird 85 Quebec.
85 Quebec, Heathrow Tower.
Speedbird 85 Quebec is at gate 519.
Winky, we'll have to see. I haven't tried it yet.
With information, Foxtrot QNH 1027 on board.
I've not tried it.
To Dublin.
85 Quebec, clear to Dublin, Compton 3 Foxtrot departure, squawk 7204.
Clear to Dublin via the Compton 3 Fox departure and squawking 7204, Speedbird 85 Quebec.
85 Quebec, correct.
So let me just find my floodlights. So map light, cap instruments lights.
Speedbird 820, any chance of
There we go.
Alpha 4?
Speedbird 820, hold Alpha 4.
Hey, Sam, hold Alpha 4, Speedbird 820.
This is one of the most complicated things in an aircraft, trying to find the buttons and switches for the lighting. Reading light. So let's try this. There you go. So what else do we need to do? Brake fans are off. Nose light later on takeoff. Land lights on. That's all with the up lineup. Ignition is already continuous. And packs will remain on. TCAS, TARA. That's all for the lineup. I don't think I've ever been to London Heathrow here in the sim at night time, and I have to say, it looks good. I like it. GG.
Speedbird 820 from Alpha 4, runway 27 right, surface wind 25 degrees.
London, good afternoon, Speedbird Conference. Be with you, level 120, Zurich 1 Hotel.
Speedbird 820, A5 from Alpha 4, clear to take off runway 27 right.
So the controller, next one is the approach controller, is 1973. Pre-selected. That's also something that catches me out so often. So this isn't always the active. So this is one of the very old systems where you've got to make sure that you look at the green light to see which of these frequencies is active. From a passenger view, you don't notice it that much. Huh? What?
Speedbird 85 Quebec requesting push and start.
Speedbird 85 Quebec, stand 519er, push and start approved, face east.
Push and start approved, face
You're
east.
right, Emundos, yeah.
Speedbird 85 Quebec.
Yeah, you got to be careful here. So TA is here. And if you go all the way, it's TA only. Yeah, you're right. So we're currently Alpha 6. Let's slow down a bit. And we're clear to Alpha 3. Quite fast, actually.
Speedbird 820, contact Heathrow Director 119er, decimal 730. Goodbye.
Heathrow Director on 119er,
So
decimal
there's Alpha
730.
3.
And thanks for the service. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Speedbird 71 Bravo, runway 27 right, surface wind 250 degrees 13 knots, clear for takeoff.
Speedbird 71 Bravo 27 right, cleared for takeoff. So there we go. So brake fans are off, nose light, takeoff, landing lights are on, strobe lights are on, ignition is continuous, packs are on, TCAS is TARA.
718 behind for departing 8.
And so we'll read below the line.
Right, behind.
Behind departing.
So we've got transponder set, TCAS TARA, auto brake is max, and ignition is continuous. And that is... everything set. Are we ready? I hope so. Here we go. Takeoff. Oh yeah. Like it. Here's 100 knots.
Good evening, Heathrow Tower, speedbird 45, Uniform Romeo, runway to the left.
E1, rotate.
845 Uniform Romeo, Heathrow Tower, runway 27 left, surface wind 250
Bars right. Gear up.
Descent left, clear to land, speedbird 45, Uniform Romeo.
Speedbird 85 Quebec ready to taxi.
Speedbird 85 Quebec, taxi left Alpha, hold Alpha 3.
Left Alpha all the way down to Alpha 3 speed.
So we got nav
078, runway 27 right, surface wind 25
and
degrees,
profile
1
climb. So let's hope that works. Autopilot is
Runway
on.
27 right, speedbird 718.
Speedbird 71 Bravo, contact London Control 134.125. Bye.
34125, bye bye. Speedbird 7 Bravo. So flaps are going up. I need to put the
730, bye-bye.
the LNAV profile, so nav profile buttons in there as well.
Kilo, expedite climb, please.
Expediting climb, sorry about that, Euro 6 kilo.
Western Global, what, 36, contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
So vertical speed, 2,000 feet to go. Oh, look at that.
Yep, to 126.825. And if there's any other traffic on the ground at Gatwick, contact the Director 126.825.
Beautiful view, love it.
126.825.
Shamrock 154 with you, descending past 11. Fire 110 inbound, negative.
Shamrock 154, hello, descent flight level 80, landing 27 left.
1,000 feet to go.
27 left, sir, 154.
The approach shallow from speedbird 71 Bravo, 5,000, climbing 6,000, dead cling 2 Fox.
Speedbird 71 Bravo, hello, climb flight level 70.
Climb flight level 70, speedbird 71 Bravo. So, we'll remain in vehicle speed mode, 7,000, transition at 60.
22 kilo, route direct Dover.
Direct, Uber, Euro 6 kilo.
Dover.
Dover, sorry, Euro 6 kilo.
Shuttle flight, Tango Zulu, selecting 030 degrees. Left 0305, Tango Zulu. Spirit 71 Bravo, fly heading 135, climb flight level 180.
Heading 135 and climb level 180, confirm for speedbird 71 Bravo.
Correct.
Right, 180 it is. So we have
Shamrock 154, contact
heading select
180,
and here's transition.
19030
Standard is set. Up we go.
Flight control grid 25. Good evening. The QNAV1 Golf arrival for Gatwick, descending through flight up 210.
So we got climb power set. That's correct.
25 Delta, that's correct. So landing 26 left, descend flight level 80.
So we'll disarm the spoilers.
Runway 26 left, descend flight level 80.
Landing gear lever is off. Packs are on.
London Control,
Nose light
718, passing 4,700,
off.
landing 6,000.
Turn of lights off.
Hello, fly heading 220 degrees.
Anti-ice is off.
150.
Heading 220 degrees, please repeat flight level.
Ignition goes off now. And APU
150.
was off anyways. So that's that.
Flight level 150, speedbird 718.
Spirit 71 Bravo, direct deathling.
Direct Detling, speedbird 71 Bravo. Right, let's keep fingers crossed it works. Detling.
Shuttle 5,
Insert.
direct Brockman's Park.
Nav.
Direct Brockman's Park, Shuttle 5.
Nav is active, it's turning. Looks alright to me. Maybe I'm lucky.
Unix 2 kilo, climb flight level 310.
310, Euro 6 kilo.
Good, after takeoff climb checklist. Slats, flaps retracted.
Shuttle 5, Tango Zulu.
Landing gear up neutral. Packs are off, on actually.
Spirit 71 Bravo, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, speedbird 71 Bravo. 350. And altimeters standard set. And that is the after takeoff climb checklist complete. Ah, it's doing alright. So let's go back to profile, let's accelerate.
Unix 2 kilo, there's no one but ATC, continue now on Unicom, good afternoon.
Over to Unicom to Euro 6 kilo, thank you very much, have a good night.
You too, bye. Shuttle 5 Tango Zulu, no one but ATC.
So when we pass 10,000 feet, above 10,000 feet, landing lights off, seatbelts off when able.
Spirit 718, route direct Midhurst, Mike India.
And altimeters are standard.
Direct Mike India Delta, Speedbird 718.
Next list is
Afternoon, Golf Bravo
Top of
Echo
climb.
Romeo Yankee at flight level 140.
Golf Bravo Echo Romeo Yankee. Hello, Squawk 6464.
Squawk 6464, Golf Romeo Yankee.
Yeah, now it's getting quiet again. They have not fixed that either. See how quickly it gets quiet now regarding the engines?
Golf Romeo Yankee. Looks like using an old air rack. If you could route direct to Holly.
There's no changes. They still haven't fixed that. Good God.
Direct to Holly, Golf Romeo Yankee.
So we're back to Detling. Yes, I did use SimLink, SimBrief uplink. Do you think that makes a difference?
Bit at 71 Bravo, no on with ATC if you continue with Union Climb away.
22.8. Thanks a lot, Speedbird 7, Nor Bravo. Bye-bye.
Griffin 25 Delta, contact Gatwick Director 126.825.
That's nice. I love how we did get ATC for departure. GG's. 22.8 is set. Right, time to order some coffee. Right. Yes, if those that just joined, the latest update, update 1.04, there's people reporting issues with the nav mode of the autopilot system. So apparently when you go direct to a point, for some people it doesn't, the nav mode doesn't, or the autopilot doesn't follow the routing. But up to now I've been lucky. All good for me. .23 degrees, all good. Fuel flows, vibrations, cabin altitude looks all right. Hey, Speedbird Simulations. You think this is the best aircraft at the sim at the present time through 27% ops got boring? Yeah, that's the general problem, isn't it, with flight simming? I mean, there's people that love flying, you know, just one aircraft all the time. That's perfectly fine as well. But yeah, I get the drift where people, you know, they want to try out different aircraft types. Yeah, 7-8 will be on the next flight that we do after this one. Oh, hang on, let's have a look here. So, now this is the thing. Guys, remember when I told you, you need to remember how I can enter the wind data here? Is it here? So Dover 28572. Oh yes, I remembered. My good old brain. Minus 58. Good. Then we got Coxie at... No, we don't. We've got 30. So 30... 30. We've got 275 at 97. So wind is picking up there. Temperature minus 58. Then we've got wind at Golf Tango Quebec, which is 283 at 72. Still minus 58, so temperature's nice and even. Yeah, thanks, Imundos. Why is the TAT temperature so important, and why does TAT and icing? Okay, so oops. Hang on. Let me get my pen and paper out. Let's draw something, shall we? Time for some drawings. Hey, hey, hey. All right, there we go. So, airplay. A pen and cockpit sounds dangerous. I don't know what you mean, Avenger. I don't know what you mean. There goes the pen. Actually, yeah, the day fluke, I actually did drop my pen. I'm telling you. It's dangerous. Cockpit is dangerous.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Toriku Sweaty.
So what's that? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I know, right? So what's that? Thanks for the 51. So, let's have a look. So let's draw an aircraft, shall we? And you can see that's an A320. Lol. Right. Anyways, so you're flying through the air, right? And so you're going fairly fast. Now, if you, it's not a hockey stick. Hey, Bob. Right. Anyways, so if you have a temperature probe that would be able to measure the still air, right? Well, let's start with the. You have a temperature probe at the aircraft, so you've got a TAT probe installed somewhere. It's called a total air temperature probe, right? So that is aspired and heated, so it's protected against icing, and it'll measure a temperature. Now, the faster you go, the more air you have rushing towards the aircraft, and the more temperature increase you have due to the pressure increase, and I guess in some parts friction. But you measure a certain temperature, right? And that is shown here, right? So right now, let's say it's minus 8 degrees centigrade. That is measured. Sorry, right there. There it says minus 10 now because we're still climbing. So that is a measurement of the moving air. So that's like, I always say that's what you would feel like if you stick out your hand. The problem is that is not the actual outside air temperature, right? In a moving aircraft, you can't really measure the outside temperature, right? Unless you have zero airspeed, then you could, but we're flying through the air very quickly. So what you need to do is you need to have computers that calculate your SAT, still air temperature. Right? So the computers will calculate a SAT for you, and the SAT you can find here, minus 43 degrees. So why is the TAT important? Well, TAT is important, for example, for engine performance calculations. Right? Also, the icing effects on the aircraft is referenced as soon as you're moving or in flight. It's actually referenced to total air temperature. So that's why you don't call that outside air temperature here. It's actually total air temperature. So when the total air temperature is 10 degrees plus or lower and you're in icing conditions, you would normally switch on engine anti-ice unless you are in the climb and that the SAT is below minus 40 degrees Celsius. All right, so now with the SAT being colder than minus 40, you can assume that there's no more or not enough moisture in the air around you that would cause icing. Right, so again, TAT is measured through a sensor, while the SAT is then calculated via a computer. Yeah, you're right. There's that's interesting. That should be a bug. So it was a good catch. Yeah. So he's saying that TAT there says minus 22 and there it says minus 23. So the discrepancy between those two. Interesting. Yeah. Hey, Brennelt. How are you doing? Has that answered the question regarding TAT and SAT? So the question was, why is TAT temp so important, and what does it TAT in icing range mean? Oh, so the message TAT in icing range is just a message to the pilot saying, hey, be careful if you are in clouds or precipitation, you may be prone, or the aircraft may be prone to icing right now. And so, yeah, have an eye out. That's just a memo message reminder for the passengers, for the pilots. Yeah, Nanook, pleasure. Hey, Brennelt, what are you up to? Any rearward flying? Still wondering about got a map light there. Don't need a map light. That's an instrument panel flood. That's for the that's a floodlight for the autopilot panel. And the overhead is always pretty dark, isn't it? Well, there we go. Brennelt says, no, so the thing is, so Nanook, there's an issue with, here comes level 350, still in performance climb. It's an issue that's been right from the start, where, let's say below 10,000 feet, you have normal kind of engine sounds, and then you go above 10,000 feet, or 13,000 feet in our case today, and then the engine sounds here in the cockpit get really quiet really quickly. And I have a feeling, in general, these settings are pretty broken. Let me just go in the outside view, careful. No, that works. Yeah, that does work. That's fine. System sounds. Ambient. Environment, so that's the sound of the air. But internal engine has no change anymore. And Brandon, you're right, not these days. The weather is not good here, and Herbert has not worked in this. Ah, okay, I get it, Brandon, yeah. Hey, Incubus. Yeah, Incubus, the thing is with wing anti-ice in the flight sims, So I can only tell you what happens in real life. So in real life, you would either have a sensor that tells you when you go through icing. So for example, the 787 has engine and wing icing sensors where it automatically switches on and off the wing and engine anti-ice features. You can manually select them on as well, but normally they're in automatic position. And fairly slow again regarding a cruise speed, but that's because of a lot of tailwind at the moment. So the other option you would have to see icing on the airframe, so wing icing, would be either look out if you can see the front of the wing, or there are certain parts on the windshield like the wipers. If there's a screw for the wiper, then sometimes on that screw you would see ice buildup, or on the A320 you have actually an ice indicator. So it's like a little pen sticking out the front between the windshields, and sometimes when there's ice on that, you would be able to know you have icing on the airframe. And the only add-on I've seen to this date that actually simulated that was the FS Labs. So that was the only add-on that actually simulated, icing, including performance impacts if you don't switch on the wing anti-ice. Command head, hello. Why did Boeing Airbus switch the displays from top to down to side? I think for a pilot, well, let's put it this way. At some point, they decided to take away analog, so these analog indications with vertical speed, altitude, airspeed, RMI. They integrated that everything into the display, so they had a lot of room, and so that way they were able to make the displays bigger, putting them side by side, really. So that's why they changed. That's at least my view on it. Yeah, what I would like to hear now, like in many other add-ons here in the flight sim, you have a little humming noise from the engines. So something in the background, that would be nice. So not hearing anything from the engines right now is a bit weird. So I have to enter a little bit more data. So until top descent, we have 70 knots from westerly direction. And then for the descent, we enter some data here from SimBrief. And there I have 310. I have 288 at 54. And then 200, it's 295.41. And then we have 150, 296 at 33. And Zurich, let's have a look what Zurich reports. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me just can do that already. So we'll go airports. So we have 310 at 8 currently. There we go. So now we have an estimate arrival time 18:21. So about 15 minutes from now. That sounds about right. It's in the subscriber, MAN, subscriber files in Discord. Yeah. Yeah, so Brandon, I'm not sure if you saw that. So we've been busy integrating stuff here. So right now we have a procedure guideline. We call them flows. So you have a normal checklist format, if you like, but we have that here in the EFB as well. But we also have the flows available. And I find that quite handy, especially when you have an aircraft you don't fly very often. So you don't have to get out your tablet or reader or whatever, or look at a second monitor to have the procedure shown. And also, and that actually helped me today, so to actually find these switches. So sometimes, rudder trim, for example, right? And then you look number 6, it's down there. Okay, rudder trim, yeah. So that really helps, and it tells you when to read which checklist. So now we are in cruise. So top of climb, there's a procedure here as well. And TRP mode, check cruise. That's correct. Then we check the ECA status, just make sure everything's clear. And then these system pages, we should normally go through them from time to time, like hydraulics, engine values, vibration levels, oil quantities. That looks all right. Electrical powers, AC generators looking good. DC system looking good. Batteries looking good. Bleed system all Gucci. Conditioning 23 degrees. Cargo 27, 23 looks fine. Cabin pressure 8 psi, 6,800 cabin altitude is fine. Fuel, so just a bit of trim tank, the rest is in the wings. Currently at 9.4, we're going to do a fuel check at the next waypoint there. The rest wheel page is interesting regarding temperatures, brake temperatures, all good. So next will be descent preparations. And again, it tells you everything you need to do. Yeah, so currently we have available already the flows for the 777. But again, that helps you once the 777 comes out, or in P3D. So we have that already. Oh, what did I do now? Oh, that was a change in weather here in Microsoft. Blimey. I just thought I touched some buttons, but no, that was Microsoft. GG's. So the cool thing is that already has the items for CM1, CM2. So you could theoretically use this already shared flight at some point if that's available. Yeah, and 787 is also available as well already. So now that's loaded. And again, so everything, CM1 items, CM2 items. And we'll use that later on as well when we fly the 787. Oh, actually, yeah, hang on. We have got 320 as well, right? So 320. Now the thing is, Senshai, maybe we want to get these separated. So the checklist page, because we do have the flows as well, and people forget that maybe. So maybe we should have the same here, Senshai. Yeah. So the flows are already, they've been available for our subscribers for a long, long time. Yeah, so again, everything available, how to operate the 320 here in the sim. Okay, zoom out a bit. Oh yeah, now we can actually zoom out, in and out as well. Yeah, you're right. Make them fit to the screen there. That's fine, yeah. Cool. Nanook, well, either you have the Flow Pro app. So if you have the Flow Pro app, then this is free. You can get that on our Discord server. But I have also made some PDF files, and the PDF files are for my subscribers and members on YouTube. So, yeah, the reason being is that I want to prevent that circulating too much over the internet. And on the other hand, there's a lot of work that went into it. So I want to show a bit of appreciation for those that are subscribed or are members on YouTube. Yeah, and I plan to make many more files available. So especially here, we're going to optimize these things. So there's a couple of things we pilots do use. For example, if you want to estimate the required rate of descent on final, you take your actual ground speed. So let's say you're on final configuration, gear down, flaps, whatever, and you want to continue a 3-degree glide slope, and then take the ground speed and multiply that by 5. Yeah, as an example, 120 knots times 5, 600 feet per minute, as an example. Sometimes you see on the charts, you see a reference regarding that you need to maintain a certain climb gradient after departure. So here, for example, it says you need, for the 2 Foxtrot, 4.6% until Epsom NDB. Well, how much is 4.6%? Well, you can have a look here in the table. All right, that helps you already. And then you can estimate how much climb rate you need. Now, if you don't have that table available, there's a rule of thumb for that as well. So assuming you have a ground speed, let's say 150 knots, then you multiply the 4% by 150, and then you get the required. So 4.6 is about 699 then. So that adds up very nicely as well. What else do we have? Yeah, then some conversions, degree to percent gradients, patterns, visual pattern tips. Yeah, this is something I think is also quite valuable, because a lot of people struggle with visual patterns. So they don't know the very basics of how to approach an airfield when they're cleared for visual approach. And so this gives you an idea, especially, for example, when you try to join the downwind while you're crossing over the airfield. So, for example, if you've got 180 knots, 3 nautical miles per minute, that is, you then go out by about 30 seconds, and that will give you around about 2.5 miles offset, which is optimum. And normally you would be 1,500 feet in the jet, 1,500 feet above the airport elevation. And that way you would then start your timer, a beam, the landing threshold. And for each 100 feet height, you take 3 seconds for the outbound leg here. So normally that would be 45 seconds before you turn base, plus minus the wind components. So if you have 10 knots tailwind here, then you would subtract 10 seconds from the 45. So you would turn after 35 seconds. Opposite, if you have headwind, which is unlikely, but it could happen, then you would add that before you turn base. And that's also, these very simple rules help you greatly, and then, you know, flying a normal, nice and stable pattern. Well, so flight level, if you're under VATSIM control, let's say, you can ask the controller, you know, you can tell them, hey, my minimum clean speed is 230 knots. Can I maintain 230 non-standard? They would approve you that. But otherwise, if they say no, maintain standard profile speed, then yeah, you're going to have to put the flaps out. Simple as that. But people kind of misjudge how much drag, you know, flaps 1, let's say, in the 320. It doesn't create that much drag. So what a lot of pilots don't really know also, or they've forgotten the theory behind it. So in an A320, for example, if you have an engine failure, and then you go, let's say you go clean speed, 220 knots, and look at the fuel flow, and then you go flaps 2, and look at the fuel flow, it's the same. So if you, or actually, it's actually sometimes even less. So if you want to stay in the area, and you want to troubleshoot, and you already know you're going to return to the departure airport, and you want to conserve fuel, the clean speed isn't always the best speed. So of course, if you want to go somewhere fast, then yeah, you're going to have to go clean. But otherwise, quite often, having flaps out doesn't mean that you are creating more drag. Well, it creates more drag if you're fast, right? But if you slow down to the maneuvering speed, you are faster above the ground. So yes, you will take longer to reach destination. However, from a fuel flow point of view, it's still fine. Cool, here is Sutal. Let's have a look. We've got 8.7, and we are here 40 minutes after departure. So what does our flight plan say? So we departed at 17:05. We'll put that in there. 17:05. And 37 minutes after that, we should have been at Zuta. So we were here at 40. We should have been here at 42. And we were there at 45. So we're 3 minutes behind our calculation, or after, behind our flight plan. And we're supposed to have 5.7 plus the extra, which is 2 tons, well, 2.5 if we take contingency as well. So from our estimation, it should have been about 8.2, including contingency. And so we had 8.7 So we got 500 kilograms more than required. So that is all good. Now I have to do something before I forget. Let's get the preparations going for our descent into Zurich. And let's fetch the weather first of all. Although I have ATIS here. So Sim Toolkit Pro. Actually, hang on. Disregard. I've got that here as well. I keep forgetting that we get VATSIM. And there it is. So runway 28 for departure, arrivals ILS14, transition level 70, 310 at 8, and QNH's 1030. So let's go and program that in. Star ILS14. We are arriving Bravo Lima Mike 3 Golf. And that means we're going to have, well, that's bright, hang on. There we go. So Triple 7 Bob, no. I wish it would, but no. So we have the arrival on of Star. It's via Zulatel 677 to Gipol. And then from Gipol, we would expect some kind of approach. So I'm going to put this Gipol 14 transition in here. There. So there's a Gipol transition. It's a quite complicated maneuver, it seems. So let's check the routing here. Gipol, Zulatel 372. With 240 knots. I don't know why it goes back to 250. It doesn't make sense, does it? It should still maintain 240. So let me put that in there, 240. Otherwise we'll accelerate again. Doesn't make sense. So then we got 406, 408. Yeah, all of those should be 240. As well, speed. Then we continue via 408, 428. Oh no, I disregard. 408. Oh, then 410, there it is. So direct to 410. 6,000. And again, it should not have 250 now. Let's put 240 in there. Return. And then we go 414. And then we go to the approach. Let's enter the approach here. Approach ILS14. There we go. And then we've got Osnam out of 4,000. I'm going to put 220 knots in here as well, just to slow down the aircraft a bit there. Oops, 220, not 20. That's a bit slow. 220. And then we've got here 215 as well. Okay, so that's all set. And then we go fly the approach to the runway. Missed approach takes us, first of all, 4,000 feet. Clear straight ahead, and 5.1 will turn left. Max 210, 4,000 initially below, until 17 E's. Or 7.8 E's. Then we continue climb 7,000 feet. Transition isn't 7,000, or the transition level was 70, wasn't it? And then we go to Zurich East and further on to Amiki, and there we'll go into the hold at Amiki. So that's all fine. So we'll do one more thing. We go to progress, forecast, approach. Yeah, we'll do 30-40 landing because quite often we'll have a bit of tailwind there, and the minimum's cut 1, 16, 10. Put that in there already. Cool. Here's top descent. We'll dial in initially. Let's go 200 initially. And Airbus, we have to activate that. Let's push that. P out. Profile descent. Oh my god.
Greetings and thanks for the gifted sub.
Captain Chaos! Oh, that's really kind. Captain Chaos. Captain Chaos, thank you so much gifting 5 more subs. 45 altogether now. So Jaju, Camo, Crytek, Nilssons, and Seishu, please say a big thank you to Captain Chaos. And if you want, now's your chance. Hook up your subscription here with the Discord server. And that way you actually get access to our subscriber files. Here's the explanation of how to do so. Captain Chaos, once again, thank you so much. Vielen Dank. How to get the camera icon on the screen? So you take that. So have a look here. So here's the icon. You just open the camera out, and then you pull it to the side, and then it gets smaller. That's how you would do that. I'm a bit confused because I was expecting some ATC at some point, like Maastricht but no control there whatsoever. Let's see. Yeah, it just seems to be Zurich. So we have Zurich Tower later on. We don't have approach yet. And we have Zurich Ground and Zurich Tower. Okay, that's fine. Oh, really? Brussels just came online as I was leaving. Typical. Anyways, let's do the preparations, shall we? So what do we need to do? So let's look for descent preparations. Right, ECA memo status checked. Weather landing data, we've obtained that. Now, performance. We just have takeoff performance calculation, correct? Yeah, we don't have landing yet. But, I mean, we have a long runway, so... Oh, I mean, had a different routing, really? Well, that's weird. Because I took mine from VATSIM. So that chart is pinned. So again, guys, you can now pin charts here on the A300. Okay, so that's all set. And we have a long runway, so we have landing distance available, 3,150 meters, 60 meters wide. So that's all good. And then landing elevation. So we have a 1400 elevation. Let's dial that in. 1400. Fuel state, we checked the fuel state, all good. FMS, we entered all the data, checked everything, programmed it. Decision height, set on FCU. Now, if we take a decision height for the approach, it would be... how many feet? So the height is 200. So if I put decision height 200 in there, we should get a call out, correct? Auto brakes, we'll go low with the auto brake setting, and we'll do a flat 40 landing, meaning we'll leave the switch as is, so 30-40. The approach briefing perform. Yeah, so we'll get the arrival routing onto the ILS. 4,000, we briefed the approach already. Minimums is 1610. Long runway, auto brake is low, right off. So once we taxi off the runway there, Hotel 2, or yeah, Hotel 2, we expect to cross Juliet and then onto the apron. So hotspot will be Hotel taxiway there. Sorry, the Juliet taxiway. So special threats, well, it's dark, high terrain around Zurich, could be a lot of traffic. So let's continue to send 120. 120. Here we got to be 200 below. But that looks all right. So approach checklist, let's switch on the signs. Briefing confirmed, ECAM status is checked. Altimeter to go. More drag. We're gonna wait. And we are expecting 1030, it says. At 1030. Minimums is set. So decision height 200 or minimums MDA 1610. Ignition, we'll put this to continuous relight for landing. Hey Rafa, what's up? Not much. Flying to Zurich. And landing elevation is set at 1400 feet down there. So you have the approach checklist completed. And next we'll do landing. coming into the path again, so that's fine. TCAS, I have not seen much traffic. So now the 12-mile range here on TCAS. Let's go below. So I'm going to add a bit of drag. And I'll start to slow down here. Level change now. Let's go to 50 slowly. 300 or 320. Which should I buy first? To be honest, I think for beginners, assuming you are a beginner, I would go with 320 first of all. Because this aircraft is a little bit more complex. It requires, you know, a bit more workload. With the A300, 310, it just lands. Lol. I wish it were that simple. So check again. Oh, we got, hang on. No, we got tower only, tower. So 1810 it is. I'm just going to dial that in already, just so I hear other traffic. Speed brakes in, 1810. I'm going to pre... The ground is 21755.
United 1628 behind the departing air, Boeing 787, line up and wait, runway 28 behind.
Line up and wait, United 1628.
So coming back 240 knots now. I'm still a tad high, it says. I'm going to put some more speed brakes out. There's the airport already. No, that's the other airport. That's the airport there.
KLM 94 Foxtrot, no further ATC, only to Unicom 122.8. Have great flight, see you. Unicom, dank je, KLM for Foxtrot. Sorry, 8286, wind 310 degrees, 8 knots, runway 168 for takeoff.
So 6,000 is the lowest. So I'm going to dial in 6,000 here. And 240 knots. Ah, finally we get some traffic.
Holding short runway 28.
Austrian 068 on Juliet cross runway 28. Tango Bravo 24 on Kilo cross runway 28.
Cross runway 28.
So, interesting that it didn't draw an arc in here.
28, total 1.
Find that weird. So there's traffic on final.
8285, welcome to Zurich, taxi Juliet on Juliet Ultra.
So 6 mile ring now.
Juliet Ultra, Juliet. 8285. Qatari 8286, North further to Simality, Unicom 122.8, have a great flight to you. Unicom, bye.
So Rafa, you say...
Austrian 068, contact apron
you have
755.
You have 11 years of flight sim. Well, in this case, if you are, you know, if you want something more spicy, well, yeah, go with the 300.
Tango Bravo 24, contact apron 121.755, bye-bye.
121.555.
So just out, and the sim sounds a tad. Still a feeling that it is a little bit loud still. Slowing down.
United 1628, wind 310, correction, wind 300 degrees.
So let's dial in the ILS. That's something that's not happening automatically.
1628.
So that's going to be 1175, 134. There we go. I'm going to put out the first set of flaps. So flaps 1, speed is checked.
It's
Flaps
8285 on Juliet cross runway 28. After that, taxi to gate Alpha 05 via Juliet and inner and monitor Unicom 122.8. No further NTC. Bye bye.
And descending down 4,000.
Inner Alpha 05. Thank you for your service. Bye. Bye.
Yeah, as I thought.
All station, monitor Unicom 122.8, Zurich Tower is now closing. Bye -bye.
What? Are you joking? What a timing. Actually, let's leave that there. That early? Lol. Zurich traffic, speedbird 71 Bravo is on a 15-mile final, runway 14 in Zurich. Hey Andrew. So let's arm lock mode. Oh, it doesn't have that. You can only go... Oh yes, it does. Lock mode only, so lock is armed. Lock star. Here comes flaps 2, actually I should say flaps 15. So first we had slats 15, now comes flaps 15. Let's do 180 knots. Nicely lined up with the runway. So we can already arm the spoilers. I'll put the lights on already. Later. And let's hit the approach button. Oops. Oh, land. There we go. So gears coming down. Don't know why it went into profile again. Doesn't make much sense, but I guess user error. TRP mode doesn't go, around mode already, that's fine. So we'll extend the gear, spoilers armed, nose light on, flap slats as required, and then we'll read the landing checklist. Hey Nige, how you doing? Yeah, it's Scotty the Hottie, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't stay too long unfortunately, but I did watch his first hour of flying, yeah. So speed restriction is 205, we have that, so flaps now going 30. And missed approach will go, yeah, 4,000 initially is set. Zurich traffic, speedbird 71 Bravo is on a 6-mile final, runway 14 in Zurich. And let's go flaps 30-40. Speed checked. 30-40. Landing checklist. Landing gear is down 3 greens. Auto brake is low. Anti-skid is checked. That's flaps 30-40. Spoilers are armed, and that's the landing checklist completed. Approach speed should be about 137. We've got, like I said to you, it's always tailwind here in Zurich. Look at that. Always tailwind. Manual thrust. Manual flight.
Traffic 718 on a 30-mile final runway 14.
Just a tad high, correcting. On path again. Continue. Hey, there we go. There was the minimum call out. Okay, the speed. Let's go Parpies. So we got spoilers, reversers, decel. Reversers going back in. Manual brakes, auto brake disarmed. Now we'll take the second to the right.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Zurich traffic, Speedbird 7 Bravo,
Another
runway
month
14,
passed.
Zurich vacated.
Thank you for your stream smile.
Hey, Pilot 19, thank you so much. My pleasure. I think it's FS Dream Team. So let's have a look. After landings, nose light, taxi, set, strobe lights off. Landers are off already. Then we've got ignition goes off. APU master on. APU start. Spoilers disarmed. TCAS off. Weather radar off. Pitch trim set 1 nose up. That's interesting. Can't really see that right now, but 1 nose up. Flaps slats retract.
Zurich traffic B718 on an E.555 final runway 14.
It's so dark, I can't see that right now. After landing, to go. So we're going to cross here. Got to be careful though. Make sure there's nobody taking off here. Hey, Captain Mitchell. Yeah, had a really nice flight from London to Zurich. All good. So that's all finished. Zurich traffic, speedboat 71 Bravo, crossing runway 28 in Zurich. There's no traffic. Strobe lights on. There's a lovely parking spot right there. Let's see. A. Cool. After land checklist. After landing. Slats, flaps, retractor, transponder is on. TCAS is off. Weather radar off. Spoilers disarmed. And APU is available. Fantastic. Strobe lights go off. So, Alpha 11. There's supposed to be a docking board. Oh, there it is. Fantastic. That's working. Then let's switch the turn-off lights off, taxi light off. Good, so park brake is set. Let's have a look at the shutdown items. What we're supposed to do. So nose light is off, park brake is on, APU bleed on. And then engine fuel levers off. Cabin crew, all doors in park. Then beacon off, differential pressure. Let's have a look. Pressure is 0. Seatbelts off. Fuel pumps off. Probe heat off. Window heat off. IRS navigator off as well because we are staying overnight here. And brake fans as required. Let's have a look at our temperatures of the wheel brakes. Below 300, we'll leave the brake fans off. Hey, Cannon Plug, nice to see you. And then let's do the parking checklist. So we've got parking. APU bleed is on. Engines are off. Differential pressure was 0. Lights are off. Fuel pumps are off. Window probe heat off. And parking brakes, chocks. Well, currently parking brake is on. And that's the parking checklist complete. Almost pro pilot. What? That is not me blinking, that's the Eurowings there. Ah, it's a shame it's not daytime, right? Look how beautiful this would be at daytime. Gorgeous. Yeah, I've just been here about a week ago. Absolutely gorgeous. We actually were in the mountains as well. I don't ski, so we just went up there with my brother and his family, and we were on the Titis, 3,000 meters. It's bloody high. Hey, Bruno. For us living in North Germany, that's very high, man. Yeah, we stayed there for only for the weekend, a long weekend. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Really nice. Right, MAN also arrived. GG's. There he is. MAN, thank you so much for flying along. Cool. Yeah, guys, give me 10 minutes and I'll be back, and we're going to fly the 787 from Athens to Cairo. Cairo has ATC today, so I'm quite excited about that. Oh, hang on. What about a replay? Let's get off VATSIM. So forget the instruments, guys. Yeah, not bad. Hello. Okay, good. Right, so like I said, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Time to set up, get myself a coffee. Thank you so much again to Captain Chaos for the 5 gifted. Thank you. Thank you for all the resubs, the new members. Welcome everyone, and then I'll see you very, very soon. Thanks, my dear moderators, and I hope to see you in a couple of minutes as well. Take care.